GTA Vice City is one of the most influential and important games ever made. It gave a whole generation of gamers a sense of fake nostalgia and managed to introduce us not only to the 80s, but also to the amazing music that was popular back then. This music not only shaped the taste of thousands who played Vice City, but it's also an extremely crucial part of why this game ended up being so good and iconic. Vice City stands out from other GTA titles because it's unique in its presentation, aesthetic, and atmosphere. In fact, this amazing atmosphere is the main reason why this game managed to make such a strong impression on gamers, pop culture, and the gaming industry. When it came out, no other game looked this way, certainly not this detailed, and no other game represented the 80s in such a unique way. The whole game has a neon atmosphere, from the way the sky shines with purple color at night or when the sun starts going down, to the streets being illuminated with hundreds of neon signs and lights. The cars are colorful and a lot more stylish compared to GTA 3's. The same can be said about the NPCs walking the streets. Depending on the neighborhood you're in, you will see different types of people and vehicles. Neon lights and colors are everywhere. The cars are either yellow, red, purple, or green. The buildings shine like rainbows and the pedestrians couldn't be more different from each other. Vice City is a very colorful game. Being this colorful, it manages to capture the spirit of the 80s and Miami perfectly. But this aesthetic and style wouldn't be half as good or fun without the iconic music and soundtrack that this game has. The music is so good that it literally defines how you'll be feeling while playing it. I mean, the very first time you get into a car, Billie Jean by Michael Jackson starts playing. It's such a special and iconic moment, especially for me, because anytime I hear Billie Jean now, I instantly think of Vice City and connect it to that game. And guess what? Right after this song, you hear Self-Controlled by Laura Branigan. It's absolutely wild and insane how much these songs impact the vibe of the game, because at this point, it's simply impossible to imagine Vice City without its legendary music. It's one of the very few games where I actively avoid starting missions because I can't stop listening to the radio stations. I drive around the map thinking I'll just finish listening to the song and then go do a mission. And right when it stops, a new song starts that's just as good, and so I keep driving around the map. I think it's also genius from Rockstar Games because this basically forces you to keep playing the game as the radio stations make it hard to stop. The radio stations of Vice City are easily the most iconic and recognizable out of all GTA games. All of them are custom made with their own moderators and distinct sounds. Each station has its own vibe and you can easily tell them apart because of the perfect job the hosts do. When I hear Laszlo, I instantly know it's time for V-Rock and some badass heavy metal. When I hear Fernando, we're about to get some Foreigner and sexy songs. And Oliver Biscuit always gets on with the funkiest soul you can imagine. These stations also have their own ads, which are hilarious and as over the top as possible.
How do you like to enjoy a Rusty Brown's ring donut? I like to lick lovingly around the outside and then thrust my tongue in the middle.
I like to munch it vigorously.
I just love the batter all over my face.
On Friday nights, I just can't stop eating Rusty Brown's ring donuts.
Oh my god, so good.
Sometimes I like to wear women's panties and walk around Fifth Street.
When you go downtown, make sure you enjoy Rusty Brown's ring donuts. He was just the boy next door.
Hi, well, hello there, Danny. I didn't know it was hockey season.
Hey, can I borrow a knife?
A deadly curse, a deranged killer, a small town in tears. Knife After Dark. Rated R for retarded.
Reason you're afraid of him?
Now, I can't say who, but let's just say that the hairspray and Sissy Spritz was definitely in attendance. So right there was this old cow. I mean, she was old. Must have been like 30 at least. Which is what, 100 in cow years? At any rate, she was really annoying the band by throwing herself at them. I mean, geez. By the time I'm 30, well, I'll be doing something really important.
I fully believe that Vice City, with its amazing music and aesthetic, influenced pop culture in an extreme way. The reason why there is such a strong wave of 80s nostalgia in modern pop culture should in large parts be attributed to Vice City. 80s nostalgia existed before this game too, but it's Vice City that really gave it a very strong push. I mean, would shows like Stranger Things exist if Vice City didn't cause such a nostalgic boom? Maybe, maybe not, but I would say that Stranger Things was heavily influenced by the nostalgic boom that game caused. There are also genres such as synthwave that base a lot of their aesthetic and visuals, especially when it comes to album art and covers, on Vice City. You will see plenty of references to Hawaii shirts that look suspiciously like Tommy Vercetti's. It's interesting that Vice City has been influenced a lot by Miami Vice, a TV show that defined not only the 80s, but also changed the way modern TV shows were made. It had an insane influence on pop culture to the point of it still being relevant. That TV show was released almost 40 years ago, yet its impact was so strong that you hear about it to this very day, and you see musicians, movies, and pop culture make constant references to it. Vice City did to gaming and modern pop culture what Miami Vice did to the 80s, and the music of Vice City played a crucial role in that. Even today, YouTube is full of videos of people simply driving around Vice City while the radio plays Michael Jackson or Hall & Oates, and these videos are incredibly popular because they are very nostalgic and also capture the vibe and experience of playing Vice City perfectly. This music harmonizes with Vice City's aesthetic, and it's one of the main reasons why this game is still so beloved and highly rated. It's really a shame that none of the sequels return to the 80s or maybe even the 70s. I don't doubt that GTA 6 will be an amazing game. Based on the trailer, it looks insane and it's great to return to Vice City, but they already made plenty of games set in the present. A modern 80s based GTA game with modern technology and graphics would have been absolutely mind-blowing in my opinion. Either way, as things stand, I believe Vice City is one of those games that's simply timeless. Sure, its graphics are very outdated, but this is one of those cases where the aesthetic, atmosphere, and vibe of a game is really the main reason to play it, rather than a high texture resolution.
You're really making me mad!
North Washington.